I'm going to be reviewing a offering from the house of Luxodor Parfums, and this one is called Gypsy Blood. Now this one only comes in a 30 ml offering. I have reviewed several others on my channel from this house that come in 80 mils. Loyal Agar, which is their version of Parfums De Marly Pegasus. How beautiful that bottle is. And Prince, which is their version of a hybrid of Creed Aventus and Initio's Oud for Greatness. Both of those are great. Both of them are long-lasting. This is supposed to be a clone of Parfums De Marly Pegasus. So we're going to see how close it is. I do have the original Pegasus from Parfums De Marly. This is a fragrance that I do enjoy. It certainly fit only really for the fall and the winter. It's not a bad fragrance. I think it leans more unisex than a lot of the other offerings from the house for the fall. The only reason I wouldn't rank it higher, I think, is more just because Parfums De Marly has so many good fall and winter fragrances. The Oriental fragrances are amazing. And in that regard, there's so many that I would put before this, including Carlisle, including Leighton, including Harrod, including Ocean. I mean, those are all ones that I would put before Pegasus. And it's not that Pegasus is a bad, fragrance. It's just they have so many good fragrances. So anyway, what Pegasus is, the notes are, in the top you get heliotrope, cumin, bergamot, middle notes, bitter almond, lavender, jasmine. In the base, there's vanilla, sandalwood, and amber. And what you really mainly get out of this is, you don't really get any citrus or cumin or anything like that. You get, the almond is the most prominent. You get some of that jasmine. You get the mainly the base notes is what you're really picking up in the almond in the middle with the lavender. So the vanilla, sandalwood, and amber, and that bitter almond. So what it gives you is a slightly metallic kind of smell almost. Slightly metallic almond smell. Not overly metallic, but it kind of gives it this masculine kind of vibe. And then you get this creaminess from those base notes. You get this creamy vanilla, sandalwood, and amber kind of mixing together to give it this creamy almond scent profile with a slightly spicy metallic touch that kind of makes it more masculine. It smells really good. It is a pretty simplistic, scent. It's fairly linear. Doesn't really change a whole lot throughout, the course while you're wearing it and as it develops. But I'm going to compare these two because, again, I got this for 27 bucks, shipped. So this could be a good alternative for people who don't want to spend the money on the real thing. These also, in my experience, Luxodors perform very well. So that's another good thing. Not that Pegasus is a slouch, but... Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and spray it. Good atomizer. Okay, it's not as sweet in the opening as I remember Pegasus being. And it certainly has a more... It's more powdery than I remember Pegasus being. Let me spray Pegasus now. I mean, it definitely smells like Pegasus. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just trying to get the nuances between the two. Look at that sprayer. Lovely, it sprays. Yeah, so this is definitely more bitter, the almond. In the opening, you don't get as much powder. It's kind of weird. I almost get a slightly like a Dr. Pepper kind of vibe when you smell it super close on the original. But they are similar, even with those little nuances. They're very similar in the opening. Luxodor's is just slightly less metallic and slightly more powdery. I will say it's certainly closer than something like Armaf's Craze. I did not enjoy Armaf's Craze at all. Yes, it has similar notes, but to me it does not smell good. Whereas I do enjoy Pegasus. And I am enjoying this. Like I said, very similar. You still get that creamy, almond kind of scent profile. The real one's just slightly more metallic and less powdery. Whereas the opening of Gypsy Blood You get more of that powdery kind of vibe. And it's less metallic. It's still slightly metallic. Just less metallic. But quality-wise, I will say, these smell very good. They don't smell overly synthetic or anything like that. It's certainly not like Armaf Craze. It certainly smells better, in my opinion, than something like, you know, Mythical Horse from Dua. It just smells of better quality. You know, it smells more in line, I'd say, with something like Greek Horse from Alexandria. That's their clone. But from what I hear, this thing performs like a beast. Ooh. Yeah, as it's drying down, this is really becoming closer to Pegasus. A lot closer. And it's got more oomph behind it. It's got more... It just smells like it's going to project and perform better than even the original. Man. Yeah, this is impressive. I say, you know, now where we're just starting to probably start getting into the actual mid part of it. But certainly not clearly, you know, fully dried down or anything, and it's already getting super close. So this is surely a good alternative. Now, I don't know what performance projection is going to be like. I also don't know how it's going to wear on the skin yet. So I will do what I usually do, and I will give it a full wearing, and I'll update you. I'll probably do, you know, spray, again, Pegasus on one arm, and this on the other, Gypsy Blood on the other, and then let you know how it develops over time while wearing it on the skin. As well as give you an updated performance projection. But man, this is impressive. Ooh. Yeah, they're close. This is probably the best clone of Pegasus that I've smelled. Second to this would be Greek Horse from Alexandria Fragrances, which is also a great alternative. Obviously, if you have Great Horse, I don't think you need this. But if you got something like Craze or something by Armaf, this is much better for the price. I would certainly recommend getting this over Craze. Or if you enjoy Craze, probably really like this. Most people who have gotten Craze and wear it and have never actually smelled the original, or they smelled the original at some point in the past and then it reminds them of it, so they assume it's a good clone. It is not. Armaf Craze is trash. This is great. So yeah, I'm impressed. I am impressed. I'm gonna give this a wearing. Like I said, Pegasus isn't my favorite, but I'm certainly gonna be wearing that this season. And you know, honestly, I'm kind of glad it came in 30 ml just because of that. It's not the scent profile I'd usually really gravitate towards, but it smells good. And the sillage, pick this up in the air, I don't think you'd be able to tell them apart at all. So yeah, they did a great job as usual. I've been really impressed. You know what? I might just keep. Well, y'all let me know if you want me to keep reviewing stuff from this house. If not, I might not. But there's some other kind of like very interesting ones. There's a Black Orchid one that I was thinking about reviewing. There is a clone of Creta Ventus with oud added, but I strayed away from that. It's called the Bandit because it supposedly has animalic oud, and I am not a fan of animalic anything. Leatherwort oud. So we'll see. But if y'all would like me to review some, I'd be more than happy to. Worst case, if something I don't like, maybe I'll do a giveaway on the channel. You know, there are plenty of people who do like animalic ouds. And if it helps you all, you know, I was certainly interested in reviewing that and tell you what it smells like to me and whatnot, as well as other offerings from the house. So just let me know in the comment section.